Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Wade's Movie World. This is my 500th video. Yes, you heard that correctly. 500th video. Wow. I was astonished when I made my first video, and now I'm at 500 videos. I cannot believe that. Wow. Time just flies when you're having fun. Um, so since it's my 500th video, we're going to do something a little bit special today. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a long time. And so I figured I would go ahead and do one for my 500th video, just for all of you, because this is my 500th video, this is a special video, and because I love you guys so much. So we're going to do a Blu-ray collection video. My collection, it's not a big collection, though I'm trying to make my DVDs, I'm trying to upgrade my DVDs and turn most of my DVDs into Blu-rays, but that's been a slow process. I've got one or two of these that are 4Ks, not much. Some of these, and I'll show you which ones, are Blu-rays, but I have the 4K slip cover just because the Blu-ray, when I bought it, didn't have a slip cover. So I was like, I'll just use the 4K slip cover. And so that's what I did with those movies. So they may have a 4K slip cover, but they're the Blu-ray and not the 4K. But I do have two 4K Blu-rays that we will talk about. So anyway, this is probably going to be a long video, okay? So go ahead and hit pause, go get yourself something to drink, maybe some popcorn candy, something like that, a soda, or maybe just grab you a bottle of water like I have here, and come back and then unpause it, and we will get busy going through my entire Blu-ray collection, okay? So we're going to get started right now. Here we go. I'm going to take a quick drink of water, and then we're going to get into it. So hold on just a bit. Fiji water, the best bottled water there is. This video is not sponsored by Fiji. I'm just drinking a bottle of Fiji water. All right, let's get started. Here we go. First one I have is Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. If you haven't seen this movie, great movie. This came out in 1994, I believe. It was either 94 or 95, and it's a long movie, but it's a really good movie, directed by Robert Zemeckis, who directed films like Contact, the Back to the Future trilogy. I believe he also did The Polar Express. So, yeah, Forrest Gump. If you've never seen it, give it a watch. I have the Target special, the two movie Blu-ray of Halloween 1978, John Carpenter's Halloween, and Halloween 2018. This was a Target special. Violent Night, a really bloody, violent action thriller movie about Santa Claus going up against some really bad dudes. And let's just say Santa Claus is one badass motherfucker in this movie. Mama. Interesting film. I don't watch it very often, but when I do, I'm always surprised because I always find something new that I like about it. I forgot who this was directed by. This was directed by Andy Muschietti, so the guy who directed The Flash. So yeah, good movie. The Conjuring. I was late to the Conjuring series, but it's a movie that I really enjoyed. I liked this one. I haven't seen the third or fourth Conjuring yet, but this movie is really good. The Conjuring 2, just as good, maybe a little bit better than the first. A Tom Hanks movie directed by Clint Eastwood, based on a true story about the landing on the Hudson River, Sully. Really good movie. If you haven't seen Sully, give it a watch. I think you'll really enjoy it, because I sure did. Ah, my favorite person to play Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really liked this movie. A lot of people didn't like this movie. This movie gets a lot of hate. I don't understand the hate for it, but you know what? I like it. I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wish Disney or Sony or whoever owns Spider-Man right now or whatever, I wish they would give us a Amazing Spider-Man 3 just so we could wrap up Andrew Garfield's trilogy and make it a trilogy and, just kind of wrap his story up. An animated DC Comics movie, Green Lantern, Beware My Power. This is John Stewart, Green Lantern. Pretty good movie. I don't watch it a lot, but it's still okay. The live action remake of Aladdin by Disney starred Will Smith as the genie, and can't remember Jasmine's name, her real name. She played the Pink Power Ranger in the Power Ranger 2017 movie. Um, this was one of the only Disney remakes live action that I liked. There's another one that I like, and we'll talk about that one here in a little bit. Um, but yeah, Aladdin, the live action. Probably my favorite Christmas movie and my favorite Grinch movie, 2018's The Grinch. I liked this one better than I liked the live action Jim Carrey one. I just thought it was a much better film, uh, put together much better. I thought the story was better. I thought the dialogue was better. I just thought everything about this was better than the live action one with Jim Carrey in it that was directed by Ron Howard. So Benedict Cumberbatch does the voice of the Grinch, and it's just an all-around great movie. My favorite character, right there, Max. I loved Max in this movie. This is part of the Conjuring universe, The Curse of La Llorona, starring the lady Velma from the live action Scooby Doo. I never can remember what that woman's name is. But she's also supposed to be starring in the new Friday the 13th, the Jason series that they're making as a young Pamela Voorhees coming up soon. This was a really good movie. Didn't get a lot of uh, good reviews and stuff. A lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. In fact, I hear they're supposed to be doing a sequel to The Curse of La Llorona. I hope that's true. If so, I will definitely be going to the theater to watch it. So yeah, The Curse of La Llorona. This is a movie I still have not watched yet, and I've had it for God knows how long. Did I take it out of the shrink wrap? Let me see. Yeah, I took it out of the shrink wrap, probably. um, Instant Family, Rose Byrne, Mark Wahlberg. Still haven't seen it. Maybe I'll get around to watching it one of these days, but I was told it's really, really good and that I would enjoy it. So I decided to pick it up and buy it. I just haven't watched it yet. A boy that becomes like an evil Superman, Brightburn. This was really good, but really scary. I mean, imagine what Superman would have been like if he'd have turned evil as a young child when he was discovering his powers. Um, yeah, this movie gives off some creepy vibes, but still a good movie. I don't watch it very often because I don't like my superheroes to be evil or dark. And this kid, Dwayne The Rock Johnson in Hercules. I saw this in theaters with my Aunt Cindy, and we both really enjoyed it. Um, I don't know if um, I don't know how well she liked it. I know she liked it, but I mean, I don't know how much she liked it. But I thought it was great, and I thought that this movie did not get the recognition it deserved. I thought Dwayne Johnson did a great job as Hercules. So if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend you watching it. Good Hercules movie. Dwayne The Rock Johnson again in Baywatch. They were supposed to do a sequel to this movie, but I guess this movie didn't make the money that they thought it was going to make. And so I think Baywatch, as of right now, as far as a movie franchise, is dead in the water. Um, but I will tell you this No children need to be watching this movie. This is a pretty rank and very sexualized version of Baywatch. And there's some stuff in here that even I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe they showed that on screen. I was like, woo. So, yeah, no children or probably even teenagers need to be watching this movie, but 20 years of age and older probably be okay. Um, but yeah, very adult oriented movie, that's for sure. Another Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie starring Kevin Hart, Central Intelligence. A love hate relationship with this movie. It's a good movie, it's a funny movie, but there's still just some things in there. I was just like, ugh. I was like, no, 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 but it's okay. 12 Strong, starring Chris Hemsworth. This is about a group of soldiers who were deployed right after the second plane hit the South Tower in New York City on 9/11. I mean, immediately after they were deployed to Afghanistan to see, if they could stop whatever it is that was happening to us and, let the world know that, hey, you're not going to mess with the United States. So, really good movie based on a true story. Oh, a Christmas horror film. I have heard that they may, I don't know how true this is. I'll have to do some research on it. Do a sequel to this, and if they do, I hope it's good, and I hope they don't, butcher it. Krampus. I freaking loved this movie. Such a great movie. Saw this in theaters. Really good shark movie. 47 meters down. Then it had a sequel. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a third movie. 47 meters down, uncaged. Not as good as the first movie, but it's okay. I still enjoy it. 2014's Godzilla. I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. The one thing I hate about this movie is they always keep Godzilla in shadow. You don't see enough of him. You see more of the other mutant creatures that are wreaking havoc across the United States and across the world. I mean, Godzilla, he's just not shown enough. And I think that really hurt this film. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, much better Godzilla movie. Kong Skull Island, really good King Kong movie. The only thing I didn't like about it was a certain actress who goes by the name of Brie Larson. Um, I thought they could have cast someone much better, but the overall cast in this movie was superb. They did a great job. I like this movie. I don't watch it a lot, but still, it's a really good movie to have. One of Steven Spielberg's best films. I saw this in theaters, and I'm so glad I did. One of his masterpieces. I think if this didn't win, I can't remember if this won Best Picture or not. I'll have to look that up. Or if Steven Spielberg won Best Director for it, I'll have to look that up as well. But if he did, he deserves it. 2012's Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis as President Abraham Lincoln. The one thing about this movie is it's very, very dialogue heavy, so you have to pay attention. One of the best westerns of the 1990s, Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer in Tombstone, also starring Sam Elliott and Bill Paxton. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Ezra Miller, Sasha Kelly, Michael Keaton, The Flash. This is a Blu-ray that I ordered. I have not watched it yet. I hope to watch it soon, though. A very detailed um, documentary about the making of James Cameron's Aliens, Aliens Expanded. Then we have Ridley Scott, Sigourney Weaver in the very first 1979 Alien movie. Then we have James Cameron, Sigourney Weaver, Aliens. There's only one reason I have this movie. No, two reasons. Excuse me. Samuel L. Jackson, Clark Gregg in Captain Marvel. Her, the only reason I have this movie, The Marvels, is because Samuel L. Jackson is once again in this movie. Those three, I do have Thor and Thor the Dark World on DVD. I have not upgraded those to Blu-ray yet. But I do have Thor Ragnarok on Blu-ray. It's an okay film. Um, Not what I was expecting though, but it was still okay. There were only a couple of good scenes in this movie. Thor, Love and Thunder, plus the Guns N' Roses song. But other than that, this is not really a great Thor film. Okay, we've hit our first stack of movies. So we're going to continue on. Here we go. Tom Cruise, Top Gun, Top Gun Maverick, one of the best sequels ever made. This movie is fantastic. I also have the Steelbook of Top Gun Maverick. I have this year, or maybe it was last year. I can't remember when this came out. It was recently, though. Predator Badlands. Didn't think I was going to like this movie, but I thought it was really good. I thought it was a lot better than Predators and The Predator, that's for sure. Frozen. Can't go wrong with this movie. Frozen 2, just as good. A two-parter. I have Batman, The Long Halloween animated on Blu-ray, and Batman, The Long Halloween Part 2. Now, like I said, these two go together. Okay, it's basically one story just on two Blu-rays. Haven't watched this movie yet. I hear it's a combination of like Die Hard, The Towering Inferno, and um, some other movie. Die Hard. That was the one, and that is Skyscraper, starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Like I said, I haven't watched this yet. Did I take this out of the shrink wrap? Yes, I did. So I took it out of the shrink wrap. Just haven't watched it yet. I saw this movie four times in the movie theater when it came out. Um, Based on a true story, but a really good film. George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg in The Perfect Storm. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a watch. Oh, you can't have a Blu-ray collection without having this movie in it. Kevin Bacon in Tremors. One of my favorite Disney animated movies. In fact, it might be my favorite Disney animated movie, The Little Mermaid. This is a movie about World War II, based on true events just after Pearl Harbor, called Devotion, starring Glenn Powell and Jonathan Majors. I only watched it once. It was pretty good. Saw this one in theaters. Loved everything about it. I haven't watched it in a while. DC's The League of Super Pets. starring the voice of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. One of my favorite versus movies, Alien versus Predator. I do not like Alien versus Predator Requiem, so I do not have Alien versus Predator Requiem because that movie sucks. But this one is awesome. Liam Neeson in The Commuter. Okay, some more movies. Here we go. One I saw in theaters, really good movie. The Black Phone. Then its sequel, The Black Phone 2. Not as good as the first one, but still got some pretty creepy moments in it. The Avengers. Avengers Age of Ultron. Avengers Infinity War. I think this is my favorite Avengers movie out of all the Avengers movies. This is a great movie, Avengers Endgame. I can't even talk. This is a good movie, Avengers Endgame. But there are parts of it where it's just downright sad and depressing. Oy. Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This movie, oh my God. This one is mainly Rocket's story, and holy shit, this is a sad movie. My God. I was bawling my eyes out during half of this movie because of how inhumane Rocket was treated before he became a member of the Guardians. I mean, holy shit. This movie is, it's okay. Um, I just have a hard time seeing Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America. Um, because to me, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers is my Captain America, just like Christopher Reeve will always be my Superman. Um, Captain America, Brave New World. But I do have the movie. I've watched it a few times, saw it in theaters. I did not see this one in theaters, so I wish I would have, just so I could say I'd seen it in theaters. It's an okay film, not one I'll watch a lot, but it's okay. Thunderbolts, it was okay. One of Keanu Reeves' best performances, I think. Replicas. Okay, let me stop and talk about this movie for a second. This movie really makes you stop and think because, like, road rage. Road rage is something that's dangerous for everybody. And it makes you think, should I plunk at this person who's not going at this red light? And this movie makes you rethink those decisions. Unhinged, starring Russell Crowe. My brother needs to watch that movie. Maybe he'll stop honking at people. Um, Alien Romulus. This was a really good Alien film. It really takes us back to the roots of the horror and what's around the corner that Ridley Scott gave us in his first Alien movie. Two film collection. It's of the same movie, but just different cuts of it. So we have Superman the movie. We have the 3 hour TV cut and the special edition on Blu-ray. I haven't watched this yet because I have this on DVD, but I'll probably be watching it here pretty soon. Just because I know I've seen this cut multiple times, but I've never seen the 3 hour cut. So I'm very anxious to watch the 3 hour long television cut. One of my favorite space movies, Armageddon. I didn't see Armageddon in theaters, though I wish I would have. But I did see this one in theaters, Deep Impact. And what's funny about both these movies, they both came out the same year and basically had the same premise. This one, a comet uh, was headed towards Earth, and this one, a big asteroid was headed towards Earth and was going to cause an extinction level event. So, two movies about the same thing, the same year. So, interesting. Um, this one was a lot more action packed. This one had a lot more depth and humanity and emotion to it. One of the best horror films of this generation. Um, this didn't have, just jump scares. This had some genuine scares, and there's one sequence this just takes place in a bathtub that's just, oh my gosh, you feel for the woman because she's having to give birth, but she can't, she's in pain and she can't yell, she can't scream because if she does that, then bad things are going to happen. A Quiet Place, such a good film. And then its sequel, A Quiet Place Part 2. I hear they're making A Quiet Place Part 3, and I'm really excited for it. They did do A Quiet Place Day One, but that that film sucked. The only Sonic film I did not get to see in theaters because it hit right when COVID was just starting to ramp up. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Deepwater Horizon, Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man Quantumania. I liked this movie, but this movie got a lot of hate from critics and just Marvel fans all around, and I didn't understand why. I liked, it, but whatever. Um, these films are okay. The more I watch them, the more I think, these are not really good films, and that's sad to say, but it's just how I feel. Spider-Man: Homecoming, Spider-Man: Far From Home. This is probably the worst one of them all. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Am I looking forward to the new Tom Holland Spider-Man movie that's supposed to be coming out this summer? No, not really. After the shit show that was this one, I'm just kind of Tom Holland Spider-Man out. What's funny is I loved Tom Holland Spider-Man and Captain America Civil War, but in his own solo movies, I freaking hated him. I thought he was terrible. Oh, another Robert Zemeckis movie. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You haven't seen this movie? What's wrong with you? You gotta see Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Moana. I just saw tonight during the NBA Finals game between the San Antonio Spurs, which, if you notice, I'm wearing my San Antonio Spurs cap and go Spurs go. Um, I saw a trailer and I didn't know that this was happening for a live action Moana film. So that's news to me. I didn't know they were making a live action Moana film. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson is portraying that same character that he voiced in this film. This is the only X-Men. No, it's one of the only X-Men movies I have on Blu-ray. I need to get the others on Blu-ray, but this is the only one I have so far. Um, plus another one, X-Men: Days of Future Past. Probably the best X-Men movie there is. Then I have the remake of a 1984 film that starred Drew Barrymore. And this one was okay. It wasn't great, but I liked it for what it was. Firestarter. My parents and I saw this movie together in theaters, and I thought it was really good. Though I've only watched it once here at home. Breakthrough, based on a true story. All right, here we go. Here's some more. Geostorm. A lot of people did not like this movie. I don't know why. I liked it. Thought it was good. Geostorm. Olympus Has Fallen. There's another movie out there that came out that same year about terrorists taking over the White House called White House Down. If you want to know my opinion, this is the better film. So watch this one. White House Down is pretty much shit. London Has Fallen. Angel Has Fallen. What do I need to say about this movie? If you haven't seen this movie, then I don't know what to tell you. Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Deep Blue Sea. Another great shark movie. The Meg, starring Jason Statham. There is a sequel to The Meg. I saw it in theaters and I really liked it, though I just haven't gotten it on Blu-ray yet. Hopefully, I'll get it soon. But yeah, The Meg. The only good Taken movie there is Liam Neeson in Taken. A great dramatic kind of thriller type movie. The Book of Henry. If you haven't seen this, you need to see it. Worth going to see or worth renting. Zachary Levi in Shazam. Zachary Levi in Shazam Fury of the Gods. Bruce Willis in the remake of Death Wish. The movie that I thought was going to, at the end, tee up the battle between Henry Cavill's Man of Steel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Black Adam. Black Adam. Did we ever get it? Nope. An animated film that I love watching. I've watched it multiple times. Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Another animated DC movie, Injustice. If you haven't seen this movie, then I don't know what's wrong with you. James Cameron's Titanic on Blu-ray. I also have James Cameron's Titanic on DVD. I also have James Cameron's Titanic on 4K. So yes, this is one of my 4K movies, and this is actual 4K. Um, I haven't opened this one yet because I have all three of them individually, but I wanted to get this as well. The three movie collection of Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters Afterlife. The remake, the 2009 remake, excuse me, Friday the 13th, The Killer Cut. I really wish that the Friday the 13th legal stuff would end already so we could get another Jason movie. I mean, this thing has been in courtroom legal battle for God, who knows how many years now. And it's getting to the point where it's ridiculous. It needs to end already so we can get some more Jason. Stop fighting over the rights, come to some sort of agreement, and give fans what they want. Okay, this movie got a lot of hate. I don't know why. Could the story have been better? Yes. Could the acting have been better? Yes. But I thought Jackie Earl Haley freaking nailed it. He didn't try to do Robert Englund's Freddy. He brought his own menacing emotions and acting to the role of Freddy Krueger. And I thought he fucking killed it. And that's why I love this movie. The 2010 Nightmare on Elm Street remake. And I did like Rooney Mara's portrayal of Nancy, um, though she was a little emo. But yeah, I thought this movie was freaking amazing. And I wanted a sequel because I wanted to see, excuse me, Jackie Earl Haley as Freddy again. I thought he killed it as Freddy. Uh, this is a standalone Transformers movie. Bumblebee. It was okay. It had its problems. Yeah, it was okay. I saw this with my mom and dad in theaters as well, and they really enjoyed it, and so did I. I think I've watched it once or twice since I've had it. Overcomer. Mark Wahlberg in Lone Survivor. One of my favorite films about a real life event, about the Boston Marathon bombing, Patriots Day. Grew up in the 2000s with this movie. I swear this movie was on all the time. People talked about this movie day and night. Remember the Titans. Probably one of Denzel Washington's best films. Ouija. Loved this film. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved it. Then the prequel to that film, Ouija Origin of Evil. Ouija Origin of Evil. I think it's time I take a drink because I'm twisting my words. Mile 22, just an action-packed shoot 'em up movie starring Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is kind of a dick in this movie. Well, so is everybody else. One of Steven Spielberg's best films, but it does not get the recognition it deserves. Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins, and Dustin Hoffman in Hook. Loved this film growing up. M. Night Shyamalan, Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis, Unbreakable. Another M. Night Shyamalan movie, James McAvoy in Split. Probably one of his best performances. Okay. Steven Spielberg, a movie about basically his life growing up, The Fablemans. Saw this in theaters, really enjoyed it. And since we're talking about Steven Spielberg, in just a day or two, his new movie comes out, Disclosure Day. Can't wait for that film. M. Night Shyamalan, Knock at the Cabin. Knock at the Cabin? Yeah, Knock at the Cabin. This movie, a lot of people didn't like. I don't know why. I liked it. Now, I did not like the sequel. I thought the sequel was shit. Ghost Rider. One of Andrew Garfield's best movies that's not The Amazing Spider Man, directed by Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge. You haven't seen this movie? You need to see it. The only other X-Men movie I have on Blu-ray, um, it's okay. X-Men Dark Phoenix. The only version of The Lion King that I will have is the animated Lion King. That live action Lion King that came out a few years ago, I think it was 2019. Oh my God, that was one of the worst movies I'd ever seen in my life. The Incredibles, great movie. The Incredibles 2, not as good as the first, but still really enjoyable. I've heard they're going to do an Incredibles 3. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's, you know, confirmed yet. One of the only Star Wars movies, not an episodic Star Wars movie, but it was really, really good. And it got a lot of good recognition and it deserves it. It made Darth Vader scary again. Rogue One, a Star Wars story about the rebels stealing the Death Star plans. On Blu-ray, the complete Indiana Jones movies. We have Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. No, I do not have Dial of Destiny, and I will never have Dial of Destiny because that movie was absolute garbage. We have the prequel trilogy of Star Wars. We have The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith on Blu-ray. Then we have the original trilogy, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi on Blu-ray. Wade, why don't you have the sequel trilogy? Because I do not like the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy sucks. Megan Levy, based on a true story. If you haven't seen this, you ought to go see it. It's an awesome movie. My parents and I saw this in theaters. We really enjoyed it. Oh, great film, funny film. If you're ever in a pissy mood or a bad mood or you just don't feel good, this is one of those movies that you need to turn on and it'll make you laugh and it'll put you in a better mood. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. This movie should have come out way sooner than it did. And instead of what we got, it should have been the origins of this character. Black Widow, starring Scarlett Johansson. Then we have Rachel McAdams, Benedict Cumberbatch, Mads Mikkelsen, and Tilda Swinton in Marvel's Doctor Strange. And then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yes, this is a Blu-ray. It just has the 4K cover because I could not find the slip cover for the Blu-ray, so I just took the slip cover for the 4K. So that's one of them. Another see, I'm getting to where I can't talk again. I'm gonna have to take a swig of water again. Another Steven Spielberg movie. I saw this one in theaters. Loved every minute of it. War Horse. Great movie. We have Toy Story. Saw this one in theaters. We have Toy Story 2. Saw that in theaters. Toy Story 3. Saw that in theaters. Wait, where's Toy Story 4? I don't have Toy Story 4. I saw it in theaters and it was garbage. So I will never own Toy Story 4. And Toy Story 5 is about to come out. I will probably go see it in theaters, but just from the look of the trailers and stuff, that one looks like shit too. Um, to me, they should have stopped after this one. This one had the perfect ending and it wrapped everything up in a nice little bow, and they just should have stopped after this one. But no, it's Disney. They want to make money. One of my favorite Liam Neeson movies, Nonstop. Then I have Beauty and the Beast, the animated one. I do have Beauty and the Beast, the live action one, on Steelbook, but I think it's at my parents' house in San Angelo, Texas. So I'll have to get it when I go back. I thought I had it here with me in San Antonio, but I guess I don't. So yeah. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2, probably my favorite Mission Impossible movie. I did like Mission Impossible 3. Another favorite is Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. That's probably my second favorite. Then we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. This one is probably the worst one of the series Mission Impossible Fallout. I just did not like this one, but I have it. Then we have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning and Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. This was given to me. I did not go out and buy this because I thought this movie was absolute crap. And I am going to be doing a movie review on it soon. So stay tuned for that. James Gunn's Superman. I do have it. It was given to me by a friend. I have watched it and I did see it in theaters, but I thought it was crap. But since it's given to me, I guess I'll go ahead and keep it. Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. My favorite Jurassic Park movie, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Love this film. I used to hate this film, but then after the abomination that was Jurassic Park, or excuse me, Jurassic World Dominion, I've changed my mind because I think Jurassic World Dominion is probably the worst film in the franchise. This one has kind of gotten a redemption, Jurassic Park 3. I did like Jurassic World. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was okay. Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Wade, you said you hated this movie. Why do you have this movie then? The only reason I have this movie is because it reunites Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm, the three original characters from the very first movie. That's the only reason I have this movie. I did, however, see this one in theaters, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was probably the best Jurassic World movie we've gotten since the first Jurassic World movie, and that is Jurassic World Reboot. I thought this one was terrific. We have the live action How to Train Your Dragon, which starred Mason Thames as Hiccup, and I really liked it. I thought he did really good. I thought Mason Thames was a great Hiccup. Then we have the live action Lilo and Stitch. It was okay. I think I still prefer the animated over this one. This was a really good film. If you haven't seen this movie, you need to see it. Probably Dennis Quaid's best performance ever. Reagan. Okay, a lot of people didn't like this movie. I saw this movie twice in theaters and I liked it. And I don't know why this movie gets so much hate. It's a great movie. I don't understand the hate that it gets. And that is X-Men Origins Wolverine. I liked it. Then we have The Wolverine, directed by James Mangold. If you want to know what the worst Wolverine movie is, that would be this one. Wait, how can you classify that as the worst Wolverine movie? Because it was. It was so dark. It was depressing. It was just, oh, the mood of it and the atmosphere of it was just, it was terrible. I mean, yeah, it had great performances by Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and Daphne King, but I mean, oh my God. I hardly ever watch this film. I have it just to complete the set here, but yeah, this is the worst Wolverine movie ever made. All right, let's get into some uh, Zack Snyder films. Man of Steel, the movie that got the DCEU started. Then we have Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Great movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't understand the hate for it. I liked it. Then we have Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. And then we have Wonder Woman 1984. A lot of people didn't like this one. I liked it just fine. There were things about it I didn't like, but overall, I thought it was a good movie. Then we have Aquaman. A lot of people didn't like this one. Aquaman 2, the and the Lost Kingdom. And I thought it was a fine movie. I liked it. I don't know why it gets so much hate. I really don't. Then we have the 2017 Justice League movie, which it was okay. Could take it or leave it. And then we have the ultimate one, Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is the better film compared to the 2017 movie. Um, but yeah, I liked them both. Take another swig of water before we get started on this next stack. We have the 4 movie Blu-ray of The Matrix, The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions, and The Matrix Resurrections. We have the 2019 remake of Child's Play. I really liked this movie, and I did like most of the TV series of Child's Play, but I would have rather had a sequel to this movie, and I don't think we're going to get a sequel to this movie ever. But yeah, I liked this movie. Then we have The Exorcist Believer. A lot of people didn't like this movie. I liked it just fine. I thought it was great. Now, this is also the Blu-ray DVD, and I believe, oh, no, it's not 4K. Okay, never mind. I thought this was a 4K, but it's not. It's just Blu-ray and DVD. But yeah, this movie got a lot of hate, and I just didn't understand why. I thought it was not as good as the 1973 film, but I mean, it's the best sequel we've gotten since that movie. All the other sequels I thought were garbage. This one is great. Okay, let me explain to you guys something really, really quickly here. I have this movie, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now, this is the theatrical version. Okay, so I recently saw online that they had E.T. the Extraterrestrial on Blu-ray, the anniversary edition. So I bought it and I watched it because it said anniversary edition, and I watched it and it wasn't the anniversary edition. Uh, it was the same, theatrical version, and I thought, what the hell? This is not the one I wanted. Well, the one, since it said anniversary edition, I was thinking that it was, you know, the film that they released for the 20th anniversary uh, when they put all those extra scenes in and they had reshot some scenes. And one thing I liked about it was it showed a longer day that Elliot and E.T. Uh, spent together, when they were getting to know each other. And that's the version I was looking for. And I thought, since this said anniversary edition, I was like, okay, this is it. They've got it on Blu-ray finally. So I ordered it, and I was so disappointed that it was the same as this. So now I've got two of the same movies. So I'll probably end up getting rid of either this one or this one. Probably this one. But I do have the 20th anniversary edition on DVD. So I guess they're not going to release it on Blu-ray, which sucks. But I do have E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Still a great film by Steven Spielberg. I grew up with this movie, still love it today. But I was just hoping that they had the anniversary edition from the 20th anniversary, and they didn't. So it's a bummer. M. Night Shyamalan in M. Night Shyamalan's Glass. And this is the third movie from Unbreakable and Split. I saw it in theaters. It was okay. It had a lot of slow moments, and then the ending just sucked. I haven't watched it since. I don't know if I ever will again. I might just give this movie away. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's not a great ending to that Unbreakable Split saga. 2017's Power Rangers. Good movie, not the greatest. A lot of people complained about it, that it was too dark and that it took too long for the Rangers to get their powers. The one thing I liked about this movie is, the Rangers, they have to figure out who they are first. They have to get to know each other. They give us time to get to know them before they put on the suits and get the Zords. And I thought that's what made this movie great, is they give us a chance to get to know the characters. They don't just say, "Oh, you're Rangers. Here you go. Put on the uniforms." No, 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 no. They don't do that. We get to know the characters. Yeah, they kind of take too long, and that's what everyone was bitching about. But I didn't think it took too long. But and I think that's why this movie didn't do great at the box office. And so everything just kind of fell apart after this movie came out. 2018's Halloween, starring Jamie Lee Curtis. Halloween Kills. Wade, do you have Halloween Ends? Nope. That movie is garbage. I loved this movie last year when it came out. Fantastic Four: The First Steps. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I ended up loving it. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite Marvel movie. No, my favorite Marvel movie is probably um, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and then it would be this, and that's excluding the four Avengers films and the three Guardians films. Black Panther, good film. This one could have been better. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This Marvel movie got a lot of hate, and I don't understand why. I liked this movie, and they really haven't touched on the events of this movie until Captain America Brave New World. Eternals. I hope we see the Eternals again. I want to see these guys again. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I saw this in theaters and I really liked it. Well, I have Scream 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. Scream 4, Scream 5. I don't have Scream 6. I hate Scream 6. I thought that movie was shit. Now, if it was ever given to me, I would probably keep it, but would I watch it very often? Probably not. Scream 7, I did see that in theaters. It has not come out on Blu-ray and DVD yet. We still got a couple more weeks to go before that comes out. But I will be adding Scream 7 to my collection. I have Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. Bride of Chucky, I have on Blu-ray. Saw this in theaters when it first came out. Um, it was okay. Could have been better, but for what we got, it was okay. Curse of Chucky, I really liked this one. Uh, um, Seed of Chucky, that one I will never watch again. I watched that once and I thought it was garbage. And then Seed of Chucky, I thought the same thing. That one was garbage. I have watched the three seasons of the Chucky series. I've got to finish up my review of the second season and then do my third season review, which will be coming up hopefully sooner rather than later. Um, I really don't know why I have this movie on Blu-ray, but I do. The Blair Witch Project. I don't watch it very often because it's a spooky film and it gives me the creeps. Dwayne Johnson in San Andreas. I hear they're making a sequel to this, but I haven't heard anything about it. Ah, great film. Clifford the Big Red Dog. I saw this in theaters, loved it. We have Jason Statham in Homefront. I've only seen bits and pieces of this. I have not watched it all the way through, but I plan to here pretty soon. Twister, great movie. I grew up with this movie. Wait, why don't you have Twisters? That movie was shit. I hated Twisters. Godzilla Minus One, a really good Godzilla film. Avatar, Avatar, The Way of Water. And I just picked this up last week. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Okay, don't laugh at me because this is a very corny movie, but it's also kind of a funny movie, and I enjoy it. Moonfall. Venom. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I haven't seen the third Venom movie yet. It's on Netflix right now. I need to break down and watch it. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. But yeah, I need to see that one. Oh, great film. 65. Drop on those proton packs. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters movie. Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. No, I do not have that 2016 ladies Ghostbusters shit. Okay, we're on to our last stack. Prequel to Alien, Prometheus, and then the sequel to Prometheus, Alien Covenant. I really, really hope that we somehow get a sequel to Alien Covenant. That way it can kind of wrap that story up instead of just leaving us hanging. I don't think we're going to get it, but maybe we will. I don't know. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Batman, Justice Society, World War II. This is an animated DC film. It's really good. I watched this a lot. This is a really good film. I have heard that they're going to do another one, like a sequel to this one, but I haven't heard any recent news about it. I hope it's still happening. You know, they really should have stopped with The Bourne Ultimatum. I didn't think this movie was needed at all. It's an okay film, but this is probably a movie that I will end up getting rid of. Will end up getting rid of pretty soon, and that is Matt Damon and Jason Bourne. James Cameron's The Terminator. Then we have Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Okay, this is the last Blu-ray. Please don't judge me. The only reason I have this is because Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger are in it. Um, and I usually only watch it for noise. Terminator, Dark Fate. That is it. That's all my Blu-rays. I do have one steel book that, like I said, I guess it's at home, and that is the live action Beauty and the Beast. Um, when I say it's at home, I mean it's at my parents' house in San Angelo, Texas. So I'll have to get that the next time I'm there. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry this video was so long. Um, but I will be back very, very soon with more videos and more movie reviews and more movie news and all that type of stuff. So thank you for being on this journey with me and for allowing me to get to 500 videos. I appreciate that so, so much. You guys are what I do this for. And I hope you enjoyed this video and all my content. So with that being said, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. Good night. God bless. I love all of you, and I will see you all in the next video. And go Spurs, go!